into the first game of our first semi-final. And spawning in the top right side of the map, we have... Holy... I looked at my mini-map. Well, these guys apparently have very well thought out strategies for these maps. You know, you stole the words out of my mouth, so I'm gonna introduce the blue team first, because how could I not after this? Spawning at the South Gold base, we have the blue Terran. He is PureLegacy, apparently #1 ranked random team 2v2 player in the world. At least according to my Twitch chat. And his opponent and his teammate, LGR Legionary Larry. Their opponents are the red Zerg player Dana, whom I'm not sure the actual identity of, and the red Terran Beastyqt. We'll be opening up with a gas first build. Now, I'm very interested to know what somebody who is apparently the highest ranked 2v2 player does. Like, I'm very interested to know what kind of strategy this person uses. Going straight for that gold base when you cannot directly assault your opponent in the beginning of the game means one thing and one thing only, and that you still have to do something based on tech. So maybe this means he just expands to the other gold afterwards, or we get something equally, crazy after. I have no idea, to be perfectly honest with you guys, what to expect. So this is the first semifinal. This is a best of 3. Whoever wins this match, this best of 3 will qualify for the 2v2 Ting Cup. That's right, they'll be put into one of the groups as we move into the group stage starting next week, and the prize pool is $5,000. We have a $5,000 prize pool for this tournament. All, of course, 100% of that prize pool is being paid for by Ting. If you guys have checked, if you guys haven't checked them out already for some crazy reason, we've got a really awesome sponsor in them. You can check them out at ksl.ting.com. So let's see here, as PureLegacy is going to open up with 2 barracks. So he's going to actually go Reapers out of this gold base lift. So, let's see. Apparently, from what I've been told, these two play quite cheesily. So I'm very interested to know what that entails for 2v2. As the overlords for Dana will come in. He's going to see, okay, fast Stargate from Larry. And this overlord from Dana, oh, well, not going to see the first Reaper, but coming across now. So there's going to be quite a few Reapers, I guess. But is this really the play that you make? So he's going to double Reaper into gold base on the bottom right base. All right. So I can dig it, I guess. This is one way to open up the game. Expanding to the other gold, so just kind of leaving these minerals untouched. Like, you don't need these. What's the point? What's the point? So now Dana's overlord is going to actually go straight over here and sees that this gold base has been taken. So he already knows now. He's like, okay, you lifted to the gold. His first Reaper will actually die to this Hellion. So Team Beastyqt. By the way, in case you guys are like, Nathanius, why do we have so many non-Koreans? Koreans didn't really seem too interested in signing up for this tournament, but the Koreans that did, they were actually eliminated by Beastyqt's team. Beastyqt and Dana knocked out Terror Prime and Tang Tang Prime. 2 players that have actually, I know Tang Tang's played in Pro League very recently. So he's actually going 3 command centers as this PureLegacy, being pretty greedy, while Beastyqt is setting himself up for a fast drop follow-up. Now, Larry's got this Mothership Core coupled with the Oracle and the Reapers. So, okay. He's dancing around. He's getting ready. Some Zerglings are going to try to come in here and catch these Reapers, though. As Beastyqt is just playing this very close to the chest. But now the Oracle's going to show up, and there's just a mine here to defend. So if he unburrows this, it could get awkward very quickly. Larry's going to run, and he's trying to get some SCVs. I think he's looking for that mine. He's looking for it. He's being very careful since he knows it was a factory opening. And these Reapers from Legacy are going to back off. They have not been able to assist. I mean, if you were able to hit with the Oracle and the Mothership Core and the Reapers at once, I could see how things would get dicey very quickly, but not able to actually make too much happen at the start of this game just yet. The Oracle is still sharking around looking for something. Maybe it could delay this command center, get an SCV kill. So it basically gets a worker kill for all of its trouble, as this mine is still very well positioned. And Legacy's going to come up here and... Oh, he's going to... No, he's really going to try to cancel this. Not going to work. Oh, catches 2 of the Reapers. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay. One of them does manage to slink away, though. It's going to move this Widow Mine. Beastyqt just taking this command center very, very patiently. Very patient play. Here's a medevac, though, with a mine, a Hellion, and 4 Marines. And the transition to Phoenix after this is just so beautiful, because with this poison overcharge, this drop really shouldn't do anything. Here comes the mine. The Phoenix should immediately lift this mine. Oh, he lifts up one of his own probes, but still manages to get the mines. And he shouldn't be able to kill too many of the opposing team's workers. He's going to get 3 probes. Yeah, 3 probes for his trouble. A solid defense. He didn't really lose too much. He's got that expansion. A scan from Beastyqt. We'll see. Oh, I'm not actually sure what he scanned for. Oh, it might have been Legacy he scanned to kill. Oh, he scanned for the expansion. Okay, so. But Legacy's gotten 2 gold bases now and a 3rd command center. So, like, Legacy, he just has, like, the best income by far. Like, he's actually raking in sweet moolah. Which is pretty wild when you really think about it, because Beastyqt has been on 1 base for a long time. Now his natural is ready, but it's not actually, you know, he's still starting to overlord, then move it over. Larry's starting to pick off some overlords on the map. These Phoenix just kind of scouring around. But this is pretty sick. This is pretty sick. This very heavy setup of Marines. He's basically going like Marine. And yeah, he's still building Phoenix, like Marine Phoenix. What an interesting opening. Actually ran into this mine, unfortunately. Took a bit of damage. Did the mine get a kill? No, though. So, power of the Phoenix. And oh, a scan from PureLegacy to actually pick off this mine. That's the teamwork there. That's the teamwork showing up right here. So, Larry's gonna grab some more workers. Just continue to put that damage in. He actually hits one of his own links, but thankfully the medevac is there to help that bad boy out. Delaying this 3rd command center of Beastyqt by the gold, and well, he's really not able to get anything done against this force. So PureLegacy, he's going to float his 3rd command center over to the other gold, and he's just building a ridiculous amount of Marines. More barracks on the way. He's getting his upgrades together. When you start that +1 attack is probably the only thing that's missing in the equation. And Beastyqt seems to be the one that's struggling the most here. And in fact, I'd say it only looks like he's struggling, I guess, because normally you'd be a little bit behind in supply versus Protoss, maybe against Protoss since you lost the drop. They should be behind versus Zerg. But Legacy just has this epic lead because of his build. Like, the way that Legacy opened up just gave him so much money. Like, this is a real way to abuse this map. Like, pretty sick, to be honest. And I mean, this is gonna be a game that will be very long if the red team wants to win, because I feel like there's just so much money in these guys' hands. This gold base will mine out soon, but he's just gonna he's got this one now. Looks like he's transferring some over actually away from this base. Overseer for Dana comes in. He sees. Looks like okay. He's going into Colossus. Didn't build too many Phoenix. He's just sitting at 7 pretty comfortably. The scans are coming down. What's he scanning for? Oh, he scanned the gold base. Larry, yeah. He scanned the gold trying to see. It comes in with the Oracle has its revelation on, so he's able to use that, or envision, to pick off the mines. But PureLegacy has actually floated his factory across the map. Is he only going to make Marines? He's got 2 tech labs. He's actually just, okay, he's going to build some Marauders too. Okay, I think that's fair. Beastyqt is not going mech. He's going Marine Marauder, Marine Mine, I guess. What an interesting game. So he's supplementing a 4 medevac drop. There's like nothing here to deal with this. Dana has a hive, I just noticed, but there's nothing here to stop this. He's got all the Phoenix here to back this up because he cleared out the Overlords and just a ton of Marines. And PureLegacy is just going to snipe this Spore Crawler, move right in, and just get to work. Like, there's no AoE to actually deal with this. And look at this. The Phoenix is going to come pick off all the reinforcements, and the Roach and Ling is able to buy some time, though. Gets the Oracle there. So actually, like, I feel like that could have been a lot worse, but a solid hold. I thought he was going to lose a lot more. That seemed like a really well set up push, but Dana macroing very well, just has a ton of units on the map. But you can see, like, PureLegacy, just off of the sheer number of Marines that he's made this game, is at 171 supply, and he actually has 63 Marines. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Beastyqt only has 24. Oh, boy. It's difficult to cast this game because I feel like the blue team is way ahead. But Dana's actually making all the plays to keep Beastyqt in this one, despite the damage that he's taken. So, gonna come in here, catch this, but, I mean, oh my god, both players with big medevac drops. The Vipers, I feel like, could be a factor. Like, if he could pull those in, but PureLegacy's going to drop on the top left. He manages to pick off this hatchery of Dana, and I don't think Dana can save this. That's going to pull the army away, which allows this drop to come in. So, Medevac's unloading, but units being immediately picked off. He's got the Phoenix support coming in to help buy him some space, while Beastyqt works on these rocks, and what an interesting... This doesn't even feel like the game that I expected to see out of like a 2v2. It's just two players that really seem to have a good strategy, PureLegacy, and Dana also doing a very good job strategic-wise. Coming in with this push now. Big army moving up. He's got a lot of Vipers, so these Medevacs, like, he could pull these in if there's still units in them. Actually, I'd love to see him just abduct the Medevacs to prevent the retreat. Oh, boom, boom, right in the Marines. And a great catch there for Team Beastyqt moving forward. Viper into Marine. Oh, my God. I'm really loving the synergy here because now they're right on top of most of the production for PureLegacy, and there's barely anything here to actually defend it. The problem is there is an army coming from behind of 4 Colossi from the Protoss player Larry, but he's gonna abduct the Colossi right into the army. Gets 1, 2, third Colossus is gonna go down eventually as well, I think. Yeah, he'll get it, but the Marines and the Marauders showing up at the same time should be enough to clean up this army, and even so dropping mules while in combat. This army does get wiped out. Dana, though, what is he gonna... He's got enough resources to rebuild a pretty big force. And the supply for Beastyqt is actually even now with his opponent. He goes for this drop, moves over, picks off a Colossus. He's still got some forces in here that are doing some work. Overcharge in this expansion. The Phoenix cleaning up the Medevacs. Just action aplenty, I guess, boys. 6-6 game. Cancels that barracks. Factory. Wow, that was a very interesting set of moves there. Another drop for Beastyqt. He's moving in towards the main base of Larry, who does not have Storm. Has his Templar Archives, though. Are there any Archons? No? Okay. Just got one Templar, maybe for feedbacks against those Vipers, but a drop's going to unload that. Widowmine actually picked something off, a Stalker here. And this drop hits the main base. So what's going to do is look at the Robotics Bay to prevent any more Colossi from being made. Larry has quite a bit of supply in his cap left, so this is very, very important. He's going to grab that. 3 Medevacs on the right side for Beastyqt, but with all these units out on the map for Beastie, can they actually defend against a dedicated push? I think with only 1 Colossus, maybe, but it's going to be so difficult. He has a lot of blinding clouds available, and he's going to use them right now on that Protoss army. 1 Storm does drop. I guess I missed the research on that, but with that blinding cloud, this army does so little. The problem is, there's still a massive amount of it, and at the same time, this counter drop is going to start to really mess up. Kicks off PureLegacy's right side gold base. He's going in for the production. He's going to pick up the barracks at the same time, but a planetary forge at the front for Beastyqt. A PF in the middle of all the expansions might be just enough to buy him some time while he continues to absolutely ravage the production for his opponent. Beastyqt's at 2-1, and, well, the opposite upgrades for Beastyqt. Yeah, just 2-1 versus 1-2. But if he can hold at this PF, maybe he's got a shot. Maybe they can do this. They need to continue to hold on to this space. There's no SCVs here to repair the planetary though. Once this falls, I feel like they're going to be able to force a really, really big fight. SCVs are pulled off the line. There's just 1 Colossus with this army. Beastyqt trying to push back with a little bit of roach support. But if that Colossus is allowed to continue and just rail on this army, I don't think they're going to be able to stop him. And moving forward, once again, a couple roaches in the back do pick off the Colossus, which allows the tides to start to swing in favor of the red team as they continue to pick off more and more forces moving forward. This base in the center still safe for Dana. And Dana going to rebuild this hatchery. We have another drop by the gold base. Can try to pick off a few of these Marines. He's focusing on the Medevac, but he does barely escape with just 5 hit points, where the Phoenix... There's still some Phoenix on the map, right? No, actually lost all of them. There's 100 probes on the map. Holy shit. I did not notice that. Okay. Well, Dana got to continue to put out these roaches and vipers, but the problem is Dana's broke. Dana and Beastie are broke. That big fight, yeah, they were able to eventually push the armies back, but the real problem right now in this game is that they took a big economic hit during all that. The SCVs that were pulled to fight, the loss of the hatchery for Dana, and there's that scan from PureLegacy. He's looking for an opportunity to move in, and I think he's got it. He could just go for this base, though, because I don't think the army can defend against this either. We have a very, very powerful army for both players, but I think it's just a little bit bigger for the blue team, and they're continuing to move in. He's going to be able to pick this hatchery off. It's canceled. This Widowmine not able to detonate against the Marines, and, well, he's pretty much relying now on blinding clouds to slow this army down, but there are storms in the back with no ghosts. I don't think he can actually take this fight. The Vipers are not able to actually accomplish much of anything. There's this first storm on the army. He does get 1 blinding cloud down, but They're over the Templar. He's just storming for days, and I think the blue team is going to pick up the first map here in our semifinal, while Beastyqt going for a big counter drop. I think there's just too much Protoss, though, on the other side of the map. Can they actually clean up this force is the big question. I think the only answer is no at this point in the game. There's a little bit of money trickling in, but PureLegacy sitting on still just a big max out because all the bases that are hard to hit were the ones that he took last. And now the Zealots come in, the Templar come in. GG is called by Beastyqt. And wow, GG from Dana. PureLegacy and Larry taking the first game in our first semifinal